Thokozani bogogo nomkhulu sala kaSandoda lesi sala kaSandoda lesi Gogo Bathini Mbatha mavula kuvaliwe emzini mayamadoda. Today the question that I'm answering is, Gogo, is muthi the same? That's a question. Gogo, is muthi the same? Before I answer that, you'll hear many people that muthi yafana, you know, bayashaya whether ulande Mozambique, ulande kuphi Zimbabwe, umuthi yafana. This thing is the same. Well, I respect those opinions of those individuals if their understanding of umuthi is on that level. It's okay, you know. I understand. I'm not a person of debates because I respect people on what they believe in, and I expect them to believe on what I believe in, you know, so that we don't have, you know, who says this, who says this. That's why in all my content, I've never said, you know, other traditional healers, they're not working. I'm the only person who can do this. I'm the only person who can do this. I've never said that. In answering that question, again, I will say there's muthi that it's not available in certain places. Let's talk about South Africa as a whole. In South Africa, there's a place whereby you can get a specific muthi, and there's a place that you cannot get a specific muthi, but you can get something else. Let me repeat this. If you go to KwaNongoma, the specific muthi that you'll find in the area of KwaNongoma, you'll never find every muthi in the area of KwaNongoma. There's no way. They have to travel to get a specific muthi from another place. That's why I'll give you one typical example. That's why vuga. It's a muthi that we put in giving other muthi a strength, so that it works better. It fulfills the mandate of that muthi. We call it uvuga. Kono uvuga kuthiwa uvuga wamaNdebele. Uvuga wamaNdebele, you can only find it kaNdebele. Yes, we do have people that are growing it in KwaZulu-Natal, but I prefer to get the one that comes to KwaNdebele. It's either go to KwaNdebele to get it, or I get somebody that I know for sure, or they get their vuga from KwaNdebele. Then if I give you examples of provinces, or rather of areas, even on countries, it's the same. There's muthi that you can only get in Mozambique, whether you like it or not. There's muthi that you can only get in Zimbabwe. There's muthi that you can only get in Kenya. There's muthi that you can only get in India. Muthi is the same, but you cannot find every muthi in one place. I'm answering the question that says, Gogo, is muthi the same? The fact whether does muthi works or not, we will get into that. But for now, I'm answering is, Gogo, is muthi the same? No, it's not the same. Because the muthi that you get in Kenya, it can only be found in Kenya. The muthi that you get in KwaNdebele, it can only be found in KwaNdebele. Why don't we have baobab trees? I don't know if I'm pronouncing well. The muthi, the tree that you find mostly in Limpopo. I have seen it in KwaZulu-Natal, but it was planted. You know, the farm owner, the grandson of the farm owner, I was fortunate to find him in the farm. When I saw it, he told me that no, the dad got it from Limpopo, and he grew it, and it took years. So it's a tree that is found in Limpopo. The baobab tree, it's Limpopo tree. And from Limpopo towards Zimbabwe. Other people are claiming Oguchi, it's a tree from Zimbabwe, and then it grew through, they said it grew through cross-pollination, you know, by trucks and everything. I'm not sure in terms of trees and small plants, if cross-pollination, it works the same. But other people are saying that when I did the research about it. But let's go further in answering the question. Ukuthi Gogo, is muthi the same, or does muthi works? Muthi is not the same, and muthi, it won't work the same. Simple as I've said, because you won't find muthi in the same place. Other muthi, it has its rituals to get it out of the soil. There's muthi that has rituals. There's muthi that you cannot go to it unless you haven't slept with a woman, or you haven't had sex for at least 90 days. Then you can go get that muthi. Without that, you'll never get that muthi. Forget it. You can go wherever that you want. You can get it. You can go and take it and come and use it, but you're just playing with people. It's not going to work because you haven't performed the rituals of that particular muthi. There's muthi that you can only go and get it in winter. In winter, it shows flowers. In winter, you can only find it. You can find it anywhere, but the only time that is suitable for you to take it, it's during winter. That's it. There's a mixture of we call it stuff. There's a mixture that's one that we cut you and we put it here and everything. The best time to do that, the best time to put it together, it's winter. Winter is the best time to put it together. In other times you can, if you have the one that was mixed in winter, then you take a little bit and you give this one a strength, and then it works very fine. I'm still answering the question, which is, Gogo, is muthi the same? It's not. It's not. It's not. We wouldn't be traveling so much. It's not. Let's get you into another angle of this question and answers. Muthi can be the same. Let's talk about the muthi now that is found in South Africa. Let's say a person didn't have to travel from wherever and everything is found in South Africa, and then this one will come and say, you see, I got it in Limpopo, it's the same. I got it in Eastern Cape, it's the same. I got it in Northwest, it's the same. I got it in Mpumalanga, it's the same. Now we have 4 muthis that are the same, and they've been found in 4 different provinces, which is in terms of the poles, the North Pole, the West Pole, whatever, like being displayed in one table to say, what's the difference between this muthi? There's no difference. There will be no difference. That is one. With your naked eye, there will be no difference. But let's go deeper. There's no difference, but it depends about the person that mixed it. You've heard me. It will depend about the person that mixed that muthi. Somebody might say to you, if you want muthi for business, you need to get this muthi and this muthi and this muthi and this muthi and this muthi. And when they say those names, it sounds exciting to you to say, yes, these names, they make sense. You know, yeah, it creates a nice picture to say, now I have a good muthi. But if that muthi was not given to you by your ancestors, chances are that it's not going to work. That's why we found that everybody now is doing a group. Everybody scoop this, scoop this, scoop this, scoop this, scoop this. When I started working, I didn't do a group. It was something that I wanted nothing to do with it, because it wasn't then. It didn't come to me then to say, if you want to do this, you must do this and do this and do this. Gogo, how did it come about for you to do Gogo? I'll tell you. I'm not afraid to share it with you. I'll tell you, it's a video on its own. I'm going to tell you a very exciting story on how I started to do Gogo. I'm also going to share with you in the near future on how I've started to do stuff for enemies. I'll share with you that as well. These two, to me, are very fundamental. videos that I'm going to share with you in a very short while in the near future. Today, I'm just answering in general. Gogo, does muthi works the same? Is muthi the same? It's not. You can go and argue with your traditional healer, can go argue with your neighbor, can go argue with your kobela. Muthi is not the same. I can go to a person and say, hey, and then they'll say, but Mbatha, you do have this stuff. Why don't you mix this and this and this? Only to find out that I have mixed it before, but it's not the same. It's simply not the same. That's why when you come to Gogo Bathini Mbatha, I always refer people. If I don't know something, I will refer you to a person that I know for sure that will give you good stuff. Other stuff I can be able to go and take and use it. Other stuff I don't even have to touch with my own hands. And I respect that, because I don't want to waste your time at the end of the day. That's why if you've ordered something from me, if it's not ready, unfortunately, it's not ready, there's nothing I can do about it. Because I could have given you anything to say, here it is, go, and then you go, that thing is not working. Then you come back to me and say, Gogo, that thing's not working. Then what do you expect me to say? So I don't want to deal with such things. We wouldn't travel so far and leave our family behind, and dent our marriages, and dent our relationships with our children, just for us to bring you something that we could have found in South Africa and it's the same. There's no way. There's no way. That's why in isiZulu kunesisho esithi awumbi wandawonye. The muthi is not digged in one place. You cannot find all the muthi in one place. Awumbi wandawonye. That say on its own, it speaks volumes. It speaks volumes. That is the clear answer. If I didn't spend the past 12 minutes explaining or trying to answer the question of what Gogo, is muthi the same, I'll say awumbi wandawonye, then I'll be done. Then you have to ask yourself, why was that say? Why did Zulu people say that? And it's just, I'm just saying in isiZulu, it means the same in all languages that you can think of under the sun. There's muthi that you can only find in Nigeria. And there's a city in Nigeria that I won't mention that they even protected that muthi. You apply to get there. I have not been there. I won't lie to you. I haven't been there. But my research says you need to apply to get it. They can give it to anyone in the whole world, and you just need to go through the procedures of that muthi to tell them what exactly are you going to do with that muthi. Then you come and say, or you tell other people and say, muthi is the same. Muthi is not the same. Muthi is not the same. And most importantly, it depends about the hands that the muthi go through. That's why they say we have a calling. As we're working with as traditional healers, it's because we have a calling. We have been called. We have been told these things. We've been told you need to mix what and what. If muthi comes at night and I'm at home, I can't sleep. I wake up. I've passed the stage of waking up and write it. No, I wake up and go and check if I have it. If I don't, I write it down to say, this is a muthi that I need to get. Then I get that muthi. Then I know this muthi works for this. Let me give you a typical example. There's things that comes as a vision. I'm going to do this video again, focusing on Gogo, how did you come about yellow and blue? I did explain it again. There's things that comes in a vision. You call dreams, in the vision. If somebody else heard me talking about the yellow and blue, then that person goes and tell people, and not to mention me, or to refer you to my videos to see what yellow and blue can do for you, or white, yellow, blue, red can do for you, that thing is not going to work. Why did yellow and blue worked for many people, for thousands of people? Look for that video in my content, yellow and blue, the combo of yellow and blue candles. Why did it work? It's because from ancestors to me, directly to you. Have you seen in some shops they say we sell whatever directly to the public? Wholesale price directly to the public. That's what I gave you. It came to me as a wholesaler, but I gave it to you for free. Why? Because I was told to do that. It has helped thousands of people who have never even been at my place. You can go through, guys, we must get used to go through the comments and read about what other people are saying about the combo yellow and blue. Let's take combo yellow and blue as muthi, and you give it to somebody and you're not saying anything. Obvious as conscious, that person is going to burn it. It's going to burn them. But when they burn them without knowing how it's going to help them, it's not going to help them. It's not, guys. Let's not play games or what. It's not. But if they had it from the horse's mouth to say, hey, let's use this combo. This combo will help you here and here and here and here and here and here. Then people start using it, and it worked. There's a lot of sacrifices that you need to do as a traditional healer if you really care about your career, about your calling. Because a calling is a career on its own. Because there are things that you need to go and learn for yourself. There are things that you need to go and learn for yourself. There's nothing that you can't change that. Because as a healer, you need to continue to equip yourself with other things. There are things that we call them general muthi. General muthi, anybody can take it and use it, it's going to work. You know, oh, you have flu, you need to take this, you know, drink this, you need to steam with this and everything. Oh, you want mhlonyana, no, you need to use this way and everything. You know, you want that's called a general muthi. Let's go deeper. Cancer. There's a guy that I know who can cure cancer. But there's an interesting story about him. He stays in Manzimdot in KwaZulu-Natal. The interesting about him is that he kept on saying, Mbatha, you need to learn this. And I refused. Mbatha, you need to learn this. And I refused. One day when I went to India, the old man asked me to say, but this guy said to you must learn this and you refused. Why? I said, no, I thought it's his own thing. And he was sent to you by his ancestor. I said, he didn't explain. Then I started. But if somebody with cancer comes to me, I send them direct to him. But here's what I do. I take their numbers. I note it down in my journal. Why? I follow up on them. Hey, Baba, you said you're going to there. Did you go? Yes. Did you get your medication? Yes. What are the results? One day, one doctor called me to say one patient passed on, but it was not cancer-related issues. It was something else. But they had a talk, and he even gave the doctor the number. So the doctor called me to say, please introduce me to this person. We've agreed to meet and everything, but he haven't came back to me because he was going to travel. So that's how you see Uguti. This thing, it was planted to him. So it was not an easy thing to just come to me and say, here's a cure, go and cure people. Then I will be going and lying to people to say, yeah, I can cure cancer, then only to find out I don't even know what I'm doing. Issue of pregnancy. Doctor has told you everything is fine and everything, but people don't fall pregnant. But I can help them with helps that were instilled in me to say these are the helps that will help this individual. when I tell people to say you'll get a job within 90 days, and people say, nah, okay, no, it's fine, Gogo, yes, help me, and everything. But you can tell what the guy is not believing what I'm saying. Boom, within 90 days, they've got a job. I just wish people can do their own videos and just send them to me, so that I can put them in my channel, so that people can see what is it that I do. But something that I cannot do, I don't do it. I don't care who says what, I don't do it. If I don't know how it's done, I don't do it. That's why most of you go, they don't work. It's because it's either that person doesn't know what they're doing, or you took a scoop and there's something that is beyond the problems that you've mentioned regarding the issue scope, or whatever that you were given. Gogo, I've used muthi from different people. I think muthi doesn't work for me. Okay. I've heard people saying that, Gogo, yes, you can say muthi works and everything, but it doesn't work for me. Gogo, it doesn't work for me. Again, I've said it, that we are not. I've mentioned it before. I don't mind going through it yet again. I will do it in the near future as well, just to go deeper on that. Remember, muthi is not the same. That's why even now I'm not in South Africa, because I fully understand ukuthi muthi is not the same. And if you have good intentions on where you're going to use your muthi, whether through your enemies, if you call them enemies because they've done something wrong to you and you did nothing wrong to them, then you have an upper hand. If you are doing a genuine business that doesn't affect other people, then you have an upper hand. Remember, muthi, it's not the same. Please be careful of scammers who call themselves Gogo Bathini Mbatha. They will tell you, you put this much money, you'll come tomorrow, the money will be full of bags under the sofa and everything. No, guys, no. I don't have Pala address. Thokozani.